Good morning, you guys. Happy Saturday. It's August 26th. It is 9:23 a.m. Currently trying to get myself together here so I can go donate. I should have been together really. I just didn't know what time Jeremiah would be home for car. But he didn't get my text, so the text me when you're on your way. So I can jump up and get ready. Otherwise, I'm going to be under the impression that he'll be home, in the late afternoon. Therefore, dragging myself around. Because I really don't want to get up. But I have to go donate because there's things that need to be done. So I'm just putting some lotion on. I figured I would talk to y'all while I do that. And then I'll take the garbage with me on my way out the back. Because it needs to go out. I have 2 bags. Because, I've kind of just been cleaning up a lot. Getting the refrigerator cleaned out, whatever leftovers. Just keeping things right like I should. I pretty much... Sorry, that's pretty much what I do all the time. Sometimes too much. It really is sometimes too much. Just get tired, But, can't help it. My foot, the swelling went down. Like I noticed it went down yesterday. But then when I was working, I looked down, I noticed it had swelled back up again. And now it's back down again. So I think the way I'm sitting, and it's hot, I think that's what's going on. Because it went right on back down. I just got out the shower. I was trying to put Chapo in the sink, give him a bath. And, I didn't run the water high, run it low. I held him. He wasn't liking it. I ended up, having to give him a whole bath. Chapo had a whole bath this morning. He's so fresh and so clean. I had to give him one. It was past due. But I really had to get one because of what he did last night. First of all, let me say this to y'all. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Hey. Ho. Hey. Ho. Happy Saturday. Hope y'all doing well. Try to get my videos up. I'm very, very, very behind, I had to pay bill for it. But last night I didn't put the video up yet. Last night I was sitting here. I was laying here on the couch, right? I have been trying to edit. I have 2 videos edited, but on 2 different sites. I was trying to find some free editing sites, right, that I could, handle, that actually was easy and had some good stuff on there. And so I found a site that was already on my thing, but I had to pay for it. And so I have 2 videos on there. I'm deciding on if I'm going to pay for it, right? I thought it was going to be like a free thing. So, it is a 7-day trial, but I don't want to decide if I want to put all my information, then you have to cancel it, and I'm not good with that. I will forget. So I'm trying to decide. So anyway, I have 2 videos that need to be uploaded, right? And then I have 2 videos on the other side that I need to decide on if I'm going to pay or not. I need to decide that today. So I'm just trying to dibble and dabble and see, what I want to do as far as editing sites, because the one that I currently use, I'm used to it. right? But this other one, like, they have so many different exciting things I can use, so I don't know. And I don't really need much because I don't really do much. It's pretty much simple, I just talk to y'all. I just almost I don't know what you want to call it. But anyway, I was laying here and Chapo, does what Chapo does. I'm laying down, he comes behind me, sits, and, all over me and all of this. And a couple of times he was like, meow, and he don't usually meow. Like if he meow, there's a reason. And so I have this thing with him where, if I call him, most of the time he comes. If he don't come, it's because he don't hear me or he's really into whatever he's doing. But he will come. And a lot of times I will play with him and I'll be like, meow, meow, like a cat. And I'll be like, meow, 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 meow. And he act like he be like, what? I don't know if it's just funny to him. I don't know. But he did meow a couple of times. Like, what are you meowing about? And then he left. Like he was on the couch playing. He was playing too much and I actually pushed him off the couch, right? And then I didn't see him for a minute. And then all of a sudden I'm laying here and I'm watching, I watched yesterday My Dad's a Bounty Hunter season 2. I binge watched it all the way through. I watched that. I binge watched it's a new K-drama that I'm watching. And when I say binge watch, it's only 2 episodes out so far. So I watched both, or was it 3? Either way, I watched them all, waiting on the next ones. So I'm just laying here and I'm watching My Dad's a Bounty Hunter 2, and all of a sudden I heard this bloop. And I look up. This cat went through a mouse on my table. Y'all heard me right. A mouse on my table. I'm just like, I set up like, is that a mouse? I turned the light on. I'm like, that's a damn mouse. Now, here's what's going on in my head at the time. Is it dead? Right? Did it jump up on my table? What happened, And I'm looking at Chapo under the table searching for it. So, obviously, he's done killed it, pounced all over it. And he's playing with it, slapping it around, and he slapped it to the point it swung up on the table. Now he's looking where the mouse goes. So he's all under the table looking. I'm like, I'm just stunned for a moment. I'm like, what do I do? So the first mouse that we had, I kind of got used to Little Buddy, right? I would see him at night. And a little thing. And so I got up, I sat up, I got my video out with my phone. I was like, what this cat? And then I took a video of him under the table looking for it, right? And so I was like, okay, Sheena, get up. You gotta get up and deal with it. You the only one here right now. Just get on up and deal with it, right? So I'm sitting there for a moment, and then I said, okay. I really went ahead and what I did was I ended up standing on top of the couch because when Chapo realized, he owned the table. He reaches up on the table, he smacks it. I'm like, and I jumped up on the couch like, oh my God. I was like, Chapo, no, leave it, no, no. Chapo looking at me like, what you mean, no? And I'm like, leave it. But I'm scared to move forward. So I'm like, just go, girl, just go. Hurry up before he get that mouse and have it all over the house. So I had to go over and push him away, like, no. And so I had to run in the kitchen, get a plastic bag from under the sink. At first I got the broom and the dustpan. I was like, I was going to scoop it in the dustpan, but I was like, no. So I got the plastic bag and I held the bag under the table and scooped him in the bag using the broom, tied it up immediately, put it in another bag, put it in the garbage, pulled it out, tied it. It's going out this morning. Because I didn't want him to go in the garbage trying to find it, right? So Chapo looking at me like, what is she doing? And so then I had to get up, I had to get the bleach and water, I had to bleach down my table. I was on it. I mean, there was a mouse on my table, a dead mouse. So I had to bleach down my table. I was like, Chapo, you did a good job. You on your P's and Q's. He went on in there, he ate, came back on the hill, was all over the living room playing, just being Chapo. Jeremiah, when he came in this morning, he didn't get my video that I sent him, so I showed it to him today. He's like, all right, I'm proud of it. I said, you and me both. Like, first of all, it's a mouse we didn't even know was in the house. We only knew about that one. Crazy. So, this morning, well, just a minute ago, before I got in the shower, I had my water running. I ran his little water in the sink. I said, come on, Chop, I'm holding him. It's all right. And he looking like, what's she doing? And he ain't moving nothing. He just looking at me like, and he looking at the water in the sink like, what's she doing? So I got it prepared. And I kind of eased him in there and was rubbing him and stuff and got the towel. And he let me do a little bit. Then he was like, no, we're not doing this. Let me up out of here. But he not declawed, so I'm not trying to be scratched to start up. But he won't bite. He, play, but he don't, and he was like, he wasn't caring for it. So, I took him out of the sink and I just did a whole bath. I just bathed him that way because he wasn't dealing with it. Now he did lay on the floor. He laid there, and for a minute he let me wash him up real good, just for a minute, and then he got irritated by it. Was like, meow. I was like, good job, Chop. Hold on, good job. And so I washed his face real good, all in here real good, because he be in my face. So I had to get all in there good, the nose, everything. And so he let me, and then when he got a little agitated by it, I let him go. I waited. We did it again. I went back in, and eventually he was like, I'm done. And so I opened the door and he shut out. I ain't seen him since. Yes, I did. He's in my room in the window, and I was getting ready to go, so I was trying to get him out of the window because I didn't want to leave him in my room because my plant. But he ran and hid and stuff. I was like, whatever. I'll leave him just so I can deal with it. So I figured I'd sit here and talk to y'all for a moment while my phone charges. So I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here and get my water, take the garbage out. Everything went with me on the way out. I'm gonna sign in now. And I had plans what I was gonna do today. It's like I'm seriously limited funds and there's so much stuff going on and I have so little time to tend to what's going on. But seriously, they go Chapo, little funds to do it. And then someone needs my help and I can't help like I would want to, but I am gonna try to do something, but that's gonna take away from what I truly need to, part of what I need to do today, but it's okay. God is good, and I keep saying it. I truly believe it. I trust and know that I say it all the time. He's moving and working on my behalf. So I'm just gonna move forward. That's it. That's all. Let me fill this out really quick. It's really easy if there's been no changes, So yeah, it's gloomy out. It's raining a little bit off and on. Don't want to deal with that at all. I love the rain though. Just the mood I've been in lately. Just the mood. I just feel down. It's like it's not the best of moods. And it's okay. Everybody has those days, moments, when things are not quite right. I sent the video to my daughter last night Um, I knew it was late, and I was like, okay, she'll get it in the morning, but she was just getting out the shower. Just getting out the shower when I sent the video. And she just could not stop laughing. She was cracking up. And I was like, she sent me, she said, I can't stop laughing. I'm like, this ain't funny. So I ended up calling her. And so she had to get out of bed and go in the room because she didn't want to wake anybody up. Because she just was cracking up. It was just so funny to her. It was funny to a degree. It was funny. I was laughing and, oh my God, at the same time, but yeah. So I sent it this morning to my family, and they was cracking up. Like, my niece is like, that should go on YouTube. I mean, on TikTok. And I do have a TikTok. So I might put it on there. I put some other videos on there of Chapo and just different stuff. And I don't have a lot of videos on there, but out of all the ones I have, it's only one that has like over 1,000 views. And that's the one when I had the grandkids here and the baby had the pink everywhere. I didn't even get to video that. I just videoed. I was in the process of trying to video it when the oldest one, they're so silly. I had the computer on the counter so that I can video, and when I walked away, all you see is her hand come up. You don't see nothing but her hand, and she messed with it, turned it off. I was like, this LeClaire. I was like, she deleted the evidence. And so that video got like 1,500 something views. I was like, wow. And then, so yeah, I'll probably put this one up and see what happens. I mean, everybody's had a mouse before, so I'm not embarrassed by it by no means. We know, especially in the city, if they can come in, they're going to. And it's just really crazy because we never had a mouse when we're living in Des Plaines. I have never had a mouse in Des Plaines. Never. And to come here and to be here for months before we realized there's a mouse in the house. Now, was it here all along? I don't know. It may have been, because he seemed to know more about this apartment than I did. Or did it just come in, within that time span, because it was cold. So I'm thinking it came in because of that back door. So I had something under that door. But since it's been summer, I didn't, and we killed that, Lavelle came and caught that sucker. I didn't think much of it, right? And it's hot. But now I'm gonna go ahead and put something back under that door, because I'm thinking that's how it's coming in, or like I said in my last video, it could be in the walls. Because Jay and I both was like, where is it going? Where is it coming from? Like, what is going on? Where is it hiding? We just could not figure it out. But in watching Chapo that other night, it could have been in the walls, or I mean, that's just what it felt like, because the way they move, the way this would move. Chapo was on it, and like I said, when Chapo jumped up, I jumped up, and I heard something, right? But before I even had a chance to react to what I heard, I reacted to what I heard in the sense of the direction I looked in, but I also more so reacted to Chapo's reaction. And so, like I said, whenever Chapo jumped, and he looked, I'm looking, right? I mean, like I said, it's late at night. The lights are the lights are off. The only thing is the light from the TV in the room. That's all it took for Chapo to know, and maybe it was him hearing it, but that there was a spider on the ceiling, on the wall. I was like, okay, so Chapo doing this job. He owned it. He's in the spot. On my way home today, I'm stopping to get him some tuna. Eating his food now. I'm going to get him some tuna. Okay? I'm going to get him, he loves this dollar food at the dollar store, kibble something. He loves it. I'm going to get him 2 bags of that, and I'm going to get him 2 cans of tuna. Okay, dollar store is now on $1.25. Okay, so it ain't no $4 anymore. You know what I'm saying? That'll be $5. But that's all good. I'm going to do that for him. Or maybe I even go to Aldi's. But I'm still going to go to the dollar store to get that particular cat food, that brand. He really likes it. Because it would cost way more in a regular store. And plus it's just like a bag like this, because he still has a big bag of food in there. But I know he loves this. So I'm going to get him that. And then I wanted to just grab a few things grocery wise, because this is gonna be tough the next week or so. I'm just trusting God for so many different things, and I'm just thinking, it's better to, I gave in on Thursday. I had to go get me a beef, y'all, and I might get me one today depending on if I have enough. And just chill, watch some movies and relax, because I'm tired, and I say it all the time, and it's because it's true. The only thing I'm gonna do when I come home, I clean, my kitchen is clean. The only thing I'm gonna do when I come home is vacuum, and then that's it. Clean up wise, my bathroom is clean. I just cleaned that up again when I came out from taking a shower and from cleaning Chapo. My kitchen is clean. I did that before even getting in the shower. I wiped down my couch yesterday. I bleached, so now I'm just going to take this garbage out, put a new bag in, go donate, and then sit and figure out before I come home what I need and how. And I'm going to stop by my sister's to get my butter and my rags from her. Cleaning the house rags, and my big old thing of butter from her. Yesterday I did fried chops. Not the big pork chops, but the pork loin chops. Almost like the butterfly cut, but they're single. So I did that yesterday. I made rice. I made gravy to go with the rice because I didn't have butter. He ended up not eating though, he had left. But it's in there. And then I ended up making, I had some shrimp left. I didn't have butter to do the garlic butter. But when I was watching Life with Anthony, I saw when he cooked it with his salmon, the only butter that was on the shrimp was the butter that ran off the salmon. So I was like, okay. He drizzled oil on it. So what I did was I went in there, and I did it that night too when I saw him did it. So I was like, this is pretty good. So I took the rest of the shrimp that was left in there and, unthawed it, cleaned it, and that's how I cooked it. I put it in the pot, put oil in there, I put Italian seasoning, I put Slap Your Mama, I put a Creole seasoning, and not a whole lot of either, and then I put lemon pepper and garlic. That was it. Oh, and chili powder. Gotta have my chili powder. Put that in there, and then I boiled the eggs and the potatoes in the same pot. I boiled the corn in a different pot. Added some sugar to the corn because I like my corn sweet. Added some pepper. So when all that was done, I put it all in the same pot. Now I did my eggs like I was supposed to do when the last video I showed, when I showed y'all how I was doing it. And I messed up with the egg because when you're boiling it, when I boil eggs, when I take the egg off the eye, I pour the water out and I leave the eggs in the pot. I began to crack them up right then and there while they're hot. Like I had to keep touching it because it's hot. I do not let no water touch it. When I do that, I'm able to then, the skin just peels off. It's hot, right? The skin peels off. The minute you let water touch on it, it's hard. It don't peel off as easy. So it slides off for me. And one other time, I've it was easy for me is when I do it that way and I let it sit and then come back, let it cool down, and then come back and peel it right off. It's fine. Just don't add no water to it because that water immediately is stuck. It's not coming off. So I did that, peeled it right on off, put everything on over in there, mixed it all together. When I tell y'all, it was so good. Oh my God, it was so good. So I still have some in there, and I think once I get the butter, I'll add some butter to it to give that extra flavor, because I did miss the butter on when it came down to my egg. I did. So somebody cook this up, they burning it, and I don't have nothing on the stove, so it ain't me. It smell like bacon or something. Probably is bacon. So yeah, guys, that's what I'm gonna do. I haven't eaten anything yet. To get my water. My stomach is a little upset, a little bubbly. Funky gas. I know that's too much info, but it ain't nobody. Everybody has gone through it. And I think it's from that rich food. On top of last night when I was watching movies. And my popcorn, and I decided to get those because there was nothing here sweet to eat. I just had a taste for something, so I went in there and said, I'm gonna try these chips one more time, and I ate a bag. But what I had to do was I had to mix the popcorn with it. Other than that, I couldn't have done it, and I'm not gonna do it again. I'm gonna go get me something to snack on because I'm not feeling those. These were, I love soup, but these were horrible. And this is the one I tried yesterday. Now the powder, whatever on this, went good with the popcorn. But it's that sweet chili. If they didn't have that sweet chili on this, that would have been so much better. Like, I didn't like that sweet chili. I don't like it. So like this. I hate this bag ain't even full, but it's going out because this is the one the mouse in. He's in the bag that's in the bag that's in that bag. If that makes sense. Hey, Chop. How you doing, buddy? Coming to see what I'm doing? I'm getting the garbage ready to go out. I don't know if y'all can see Chop. So you got that mouse in there? Come and check, see what I'm doing with. You got that mouth in there? You know it in there, you smell it. Yeah, I know you know it in there. Those damn butt in there. Okay. Y'all hear my air conditioner making all that crazy noise. Doing everything but work properly. Okay. Alright guys, so I'm gonna take and get my water bottle. And before I go, I'm gonna run and pee. I have to take my vitamins this morning too. I didn't take them. Dang it. I put my water bottle in the freezer, but I didn't fill it all the way up. Choco, Choco! Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow. I'm telling you, just call his name. Be like, what, girl? What you want? So what you got for me? We're gonna get you some tuna, buddy. Sure am. Gonna get you some tuna. Put this up in the freezer. My vitamins. Be right back, y'all. I got peas. I'm gonna have to plug this. Turn this off. Plug this computer up. Somebody cooked us some good old. Got some bacon, I smell. I ain't cooked breakfast in so long. Got no bacon, real breakfast. Trying food in a minute. Chop, you ready with me? Got something you want to say? Got something you want to talk about? You a little mad at me because I had to put you in the water? Alright, y'all talk to y'all. He following me. He follows me everywhere. I'm checking. Because I don't want to come in because finna leave. I don't want him now. Knock my plant down. She growing. It's gonna be one here. It's gonna be one sprouting up right here, I believe. It was one yesterday I saw it was coming up. Here. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here it is. This one. This one's coming on up. So anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Have a great day today. Remember to say your prayers. Treat people the way you expect to be treated. Treat people the way the Lord would. And expect great things. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye now.